welcome to J&J Kitchen, that's Jason and Jessie Kitchen. I'm Durand, their father, and I'm very happy that my kids have started to show you all some of the house recipes that we follow. So today what we have for you is mutton fry. So basically it's about half kg of mutton, 2 medium-sized onions and 3 tomatoes which we have blended and we have kept aside for the later preparation. It's a very simple dish and I think any and everybody can make it. So into the pan we put some oil and it's heated up by now. So we will throw in the onions and let it brown till it turns a bit goldenish brown, and we will add the rest of the ingredients. So the rest of the ingredients, again we use our basic ginger garlic paste, we use chili powder, turmeric powder and coriander powder. So we'll see that as we are preparing, moving ahead. As you can see, the onions have become translucent and some of them are browning. This is the right time for us to put in the ginger garlic. So depending, we can put up to 2 to 3 spoons of ginger garlic. We let this simmer for a little while. So in India, basically there are 3 major spices, or we call them the 3 best friends of the spice world in the Indian kitchens, and you'll find them in most of the Indian family homes. Let me introduce you to the 3 best friends. So we have turmeric, we have chili powder and we have coriander powder. So most of the Indian kitchens are actually using these 3 primary spices in different variations, permutation, combinations, and to create different kinds of curry. So with that, we've added the turmeric. Now we are going to add the coriander. Now again, a tip of cooking tip is that if you want more gravy, if you want the gravy thicker, you add a larger amount of coriander powder. And of course, depending on your palate and how spicy the food you eat, you can definitely add the amount of chili powder. And last but not the least, we have some market-made meat masala, which we also add in a little bit, so it does not overpower the flavor of the remaining. As you can see, the masala has now started to brown. We want that consistency in the masala, so we keep mixing it properly. And another tip while cooking is that you'll get to know that the masalas are properly done once you start seeing the oil floating on top. Now you can see that oil coming on top. That means we are close to it, maybe just another couple of minutes. Now you can see the oil has come on top and the spices have properly blended in. The masalas are nice and brown. Now we want to introduce in the tomato, the puree that we've added or made. So generally this another tip of cooking with tomatoes is, apart from it adding to the tanginess, it also helps in thickening the gravies and making it more delicious. The spices, the tomatoes all have very well blended in. You have a real consistency out there. What we'll do is now we will add in the meat, the mutton, and fry it a little bit, and then after that we will put it on pressure. You can see these yummy bones and that delicious pipe nulli. As you can see, the meat is right now frying along with the masalas and the oil. Let us put the salt in. So now again, salt is on your taste. So you can add as much of salt or reduce it. Another food tip out here is that when you add salt, it actually draws out the moisture, and in this case it will help reduce the boiling point and cook the meat a bit on the faster side. As you can see now, the salt has mixed with the gravy well, and it has become a little more gravyish. That's the moisture in the meat and the masalas that are coming out. Now this, we'll move to the last phase where we'll put the water and we will pressurize it. So we're adding in the water. Make sure to just add just enough water for it to cook. Don't add too much of water, otherwise what's going to happen, it's going to make it watery rather than a dry kind of fry. So I'm just covering the meat. As you can see, the meat is just covered. You can see some pieces that are poking its head out. So yeah, that tells me that this is sufficient water. And now we will just cover it, and we will give it about, depends, it depends from region to region what kind of mutton you get. You'll get some mutton like baby lamb that will cook within say 15-20 minutes versus full grown lamb around 20-25 kgs. If the size of the lamb is, that can go up to 45 minutes of cooking. After good 25-30 minutes of cooking, now we can see that the lamb is soft. How do you test if the meat is done? Just pick up any piece and simply break it. It should fall apart. Can you see how tender and succulent the meat was? Now we will just go ahead and we will add some coriander leaves to that. And there you go. We've garnished it as well. And this recipe, it is not only for mutton. You can also try it on various other meats. However, while preparing chicken, you don't need to use a pressure cooker. Please go ahead and enjoy this lovely mutton fry.
Like and subscribe.